Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Minecraft survival world. Today we're going to be doing something really cool indeed, and that is going to be a cocoa bean farm. Yes, we're going to be building ourselves a cocoa bean farm in an area somewhere. I've actually got no idea where exactly I want to build this thing, but it's actually inspired by one of Exumavoid's, or Exumavoid's, I don't even know how I pronounce it anymore. It's inspired by one of his recent videos. And well, I kind of have wanted to build this for a little bit of a while, because I was kind of looking in my chests down below in my storage area, and down there are a lot of like jungle wood logs, and I think I'll just break up this intro really early and go down there and show you all of the jungle wood logs I've got down there. Because I don't know if any of you remember, but if you have watched the very first episode of this series, then you'll know that I actually went on a big adventure once to really far away places. This is the wrong chest. I have not played Minecraft enough. I don't even know where everything is. And I am lagging quite a lot, and I'm not really sure why. I'm okay now. Okay, so in here, yeah, I've only got 43, but you see here I've got loads of cocoa beans. But, well, there's not enough really. I think I could do with a few more of these things. So let's see how much we've got. We've only got 30, so yeah, it would be pretty good to actually farm up some cocoa beans and get a good stock of these things. I guess you could use them for brown wool and for cookies as well. And I haven't made any cookies, so that's bad. That is evil. I need to make cookies. I need cookies in this world. And also, maybe I could make a kind of a slime block launcher, because that's also something else that I was considering. But if I seem a little bit crazy or a little bit unprepared for this episode today, that's because it is really late at night. It's about 9:30, and I've just sort of decided to record because I've actually just been busy the whole day doing some hard work building. I was actually building a cupboard, an IKEA cupboard, which is like well, it kind of takes a little bit of thought sometimes, because I have all of these kind of pictures and diagrams in the instruction manual, and sometimes you just have to think about what they're actually trying to tell you. It's like they're trying to tell a story with pictures and things. It's like a little storyboard. Where did this guy come from? And yeah, you kind of have to figure out how to do things. And I am lagging quite a lot. I think it's the rain or the chickens, or both, who knows. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to speed all of that up. But for now, I think I'm gonna go and, well, I haven't actually finished designing this thing in creative mode, because I'm using a pretty similar design to Exumavoid's, with the whole wall thing and that being pushed across. But I think I'm gonna go back into my redstone world, finish off the designing of this thing, and then also simultaneously find a place to actually build it, and then I will get back to you. So I thought I'd just bring you guys into my redstone creative world to show you what I've been getting up to in terms of the redstone, and actually explain some of the design to you. So as you can see here, this is the modular kind of design that we'll be using. This counts as one module here, not two, because they're both powered by this button right here in the middle. And I think I'm going to have two of these, probably like adjacent to each other in a corner kind of design, because I won't need any more than that for sure, because cocoa beans, well, you know, just from this small, even if we just had these two walls, that would probably give me, you know, quite a few cocoa beans, but probably not enough. I think we need two more walls, and that should do the trick. But if I just explain some of the redstone behind here, so it's fairly simple, to be honest. It is really simple, but it did take me a long time to actually get the redstone right. And the only reason for that is I'm pretty bad at redstone, and it took me a while. I had to go and look at Exumavoid's video, especially for the middle bit here, because all of the piston timings and the repeater timings and things were a little bit messed up, and they weren't working properly. But now, luckily, I have been able to do all of that. But the way that this design works is it works on the principle of a shifting wall. So all of these pistons here, once they get powered by this button here, they push all of the blocks across by one block, and these ones instantly fire and push these ones back across because of this redstone torch, which powers that block and powers all of those pistons. So the whole reason for that is obviously we can place down loads of cocoa beans, and it's basically just a way of automatically harvesting them. As you can see, they'll all fall to the ground. And yeah, I was thinking about having like a water stream or hoppers or something like that, you know, to collect them up really nice and quickly and automatically, so I don't lose any. But I don't really think I'm going to lose any, to be honest. And to be honest, I've kind of decided to just go for manually picking them up instead, and I don't really need any kind of water stream or anything like that. It's probably best to keep this project as simple as possible, seeing as we're not going to actually have that many modules and that many cocoa beans going all over the place. But yeah, like I say, I want to have one module like this and one module adjacent to it, so it would be good to find something like a hill or the side of a hill, or you know, some kind of dip in the terrain somewhere near my base area, where it would be easy to fit this thing into, and that will make it look a lot better. And also in terms of the looks, I'm not really too sure what to go with in terms of aesthetics. I know I want to cover up all of the pistons, maybe, or I might leave them exposed with glass or something, but I don't think that would look too good, to be honest. But I think I'm just going to figure that out in survival mode. I think I'm going to leave that to do in survival. And yeah, I think I should just get on with the project now, and I've already got most of the resources together, so it's just a matter of actually placing these down in this fairly simple design, which I probably won't even need to come back into this world to look at, because it's so simple. And then we can get working on some of the aesthetics. So I'm over here at the tree farm, and you're probably wondering why I'm here and not, you know, making the cocoa bean farm somewhere else. And there's a very important reason for that. Basically, yeah, we've only built this farm. It's only been one episode since we've built this farm. I've barely used it, but I think I've used it enough to know that it's not the best design, to be honest. And that's probably due to the way I've, you know, placed all of these things around it. Originally, there was a double chest here, you know, right next to the dispenser, and that made it a lot harder for the trees to grow. And yeah, basically it takes up a hell of a lot of bone meal to just grow a single tree, and all of my bone meal has been used up. I actually had a double chest, like I say, and this just isn't really effectively designed for long-term use, let's just say, and it will take up, I mean, I know that these kind of farms are meant to take up a lot of bone meal. That's kind of in the job description, but they do make it easier to grow trees. But this one is quite inefficient, I think. And there's another part of this. Basically, I was watching one of Mumbo Jumbo's recent tutorials. I think it was from about 2 weeks ago or something, that he uploaded a tutorial on a tree farm, and his one looks absolutely awesome. And I mean, this isn't such a bad design. It's okay, it does the job, but I think Mumbo's is a lot better, to be honest. And yeah, you probably get the idea now. I want to tear this one down and basically build in his tree farm. But when I say tear it down, I don't mean get rid of this entire platform, which is obviously, you know, very nice looking and took me quite a while to do. So obviously I'm going to leave the whole platform in the same place. I'm just going to get rid of some of the redstone and replace it with Mumbo's version. So his version also has like a leaf crusher and things like that, which will make it a lot easier to grow trees very quickly. And that's why I'm going to go for that design. So that's just a side thing there. It's a little bit of bad news, I guess, even though I don't think of it as bad news. I kind of think of it as being pretty positive, because I'm going to get probably like a twice as fast tree farm right here, and I'm pretty happy about that. So now I'm just going to find a place to actually build this cocoa bean farm, and by the looks of things, that's probably going to be a little bit harder than I originally thought. So I'm just clearing out the area around here, and this is probably where we're going to want to build it. It's just along the path, and it's, I think, the whole farm, the wheat farm, is actually behind there. And yeah, one more thing which I keep putting off saying about the wheat farm is that we didn't actually completely finish it exactly, because we didn't actually go and hoe down all of the grass here. I didn't finish that, and also there was something which I actually missed out of the project by accident, and that is the struts which go along from each of these fence post lines, which are made out of, I think, either spruce wood slabs or dark oak wood slabs. I'm not really too sure about that, but it's one of those. And wow, that was a long drop. Yeah, I missed that bit out, so that was one bit of the aesthetics I missed out there, and I'm probably gonna have to build that one in a little bit later. But also I've been going around all of this area and trying to terraform it a little bit and get things into order, because this is a pretty messed up area right now, and I'm not too sure that it looks the best that it can. In fact, it definitely doesn't look the best, and it needs to be improved a little bit. But also I thought I'd take this cut because I wanted to kind of explain something about, or discuss something about Minecraft 1.9, because 1.9 has actually just came out on the day that I'm recording right now. So I really feel like just going and switching this world into 1.9, but it's probably not going to be that easy. It probably won't work, and the reason for that is, first of all, the Iron Titan will probably be broken. Second, basically most of my farms will be broken because they all work on item elevators, apart from maybe Mumbo's mob farm. Apart from that, most of them all have item elevators and things, like this new wheat farm which we just built. I haven't even used it yet, and that uses item elevators as well, so we'll pretty much be screwed if we update to the new update just yet. I'm probably gonna have to wait a little bit of time. I'm probably gonna have to wait a while, and then, you know, maybe use my farms a little bit and then change them over and have a few projects, or maybe one episode where I go over and change all of these item elevators and things that we've got into stuff that works in 1.9, because I need to research all the designs and stuff for that. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with most of the features which they've introduced into 1.9. I think they're pretty cool, and it will be quite fun to actually use it. And now I'm looking at this bit here. We've got all of this on top. We've got like a huge chunk that we could do something with. Maybe we could build some stuff underneath here. Maybe we could have something a little bit new and different over here, but I'm not really too sure, because this terraforming is proving to be quite hard, because everything, like I say, is a bit random right now. But I think I'm just going to keep planning and maybe get some blocks down. I don't know if this will be enough space, but it looks like it will do just about, and I'll probably have to push this river back as well, which is probably going to be take quite a long time, judging by how deep it is. One more little thing here. I was actually just trying to bridge across this river with some dirt and cover most of this stuff up, and then I kind of realized that this is a really cool opportunity, because we have the river coming down from here, and then we have where it actually should connect up to, which is down here, which is to the rest of the river. And this thing actually goes and flows out all the way down here and goes that way. So I figured it would be a really cool idea if I actually built some kind of docks or something like that around here, or connected to this river. So I think I'm going to get rid of some of this and terraform some of this out, and then actually bridge the river across here, and that will be a really cool project for the future. But yeah, that was just a little thing on the side, so I'll probably carry on with this project now. I'm just making a start on things here, and yeah, I just pretty much realized now that I am going to need a lot more wood than this, because I've already ran out of I think I had like, what, 20 in just this small area, which makes sense because it's about 4 times 5. Yep, that's 4 right there, and yep, that is 5. So I used about 20 here. That's another 20, so that's 40, and this will be another, actually that will be 3 times 5, which is 15, so that will be another 55 altogether. Yeah, so each of these take about a stack almost of jungle wood, so I'm gonna need a little bit more than this. But you can see the design and the way it's gonna work now. It's changed a lot from what I was originally wanting to do. So at first, obviously, I was over here in this side, and I wanted to make it into a corner design. So we obviously have the whole corner here to use, and that was what I was thinking before, because that kind of makes sense. But the only thing is, I've kind of realized that this is way too tall just to be used for a cocoa bean farm. So, you know, obviously we can only reach up to about 5 blocks, probably 6 if we jumped, but I think 5 blocks is the easiest height that we can reach. So since we can only reach that height, it doesn't really make sense to build you know, a cocoa bean farm which is only going to be 5 blocks high on this kind of a cliff face almost. Instead, I actually want to build something else here in the future, and I want to take up this space here and then maybe all of this space here as well in building up whatever that may be. So it's probably going to be something like a sugarcane farm, or anything that really, you know, takes a lot of height. And there's probably a lot of different things out there, but I just need to find the right thing. By the way, I've also gone and connected up the water here, so it's like a fully flowing river and it doesn't stop anymore. It carries on all the way along there, which I think is really cool. And by the way, what I was trying to say, what I meant by a dock or docks is like, well, I guess I could only use a different word to describe it, like a harbor or something like that, around this area. And that would be kind of cool. Mobs are chasing me everywhere. Let's see if I can go to sleep before they can get into the range. Nope, there's already a skeleton there. Too late for that. But yeah, now the only thing that's left to do, or the next step of the plan, I guess, is to cut down a lot more jungle trees and then gather together more wood and fill in all of these modules and also connect up the rest of the redstone. All of the wood is placed in, and also all of the redstone is pretty much done now, and things are looking pretty awesome, and they're also working really well, and it's working even better than it was before in my redstone testing world, because I went back into that world and looked at the design and thought about the repeater timings, and now this is much faster than it was before. As you can see, you can barely see anything happening, so yeah, that is very fast indeed, and it's much faster than it was before. And that's because all I did was I made this repeater here to have a 1 tick delay, and these ones here in the middle to have no delay whatsoever. So that makes it very fast. Before, the ones in the middle had like a 2 tick delay or something like that, or a 1 tick delay something, which made it a lot, you know, longer. The whole sequence was much longer, and now really all I have to do is think about what the aesthetics are going to be, and yeah, that's going to probably be a little bit more complicated. Maybe I just want to use some more wood and actually pillar up here along the sides, because that might look a little bit better. Yeah, I think that would look pretty cool actually, just to have the wood on either side, and then in the middle I could also do the same kind of thing. And obviously I still need to cover up these pistons somehow, but as you can see here, I've actually been extending over the path from this side, and this path is, yeah, you see it's all broken up and stuff, and that's because I kind of want to include a new design for the path, and I want to use some different materials for it. So I figured I'd kind of break it into that theme. So I'd say I was using some stone slabs or something like that, then I'd have them just like in the middle of these and kind of breaking it up to make it look like it's just transitioning into there. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't, I'm not really too sure. That actually does look pretty cool though, so I'll probably go with that. And I think I'm just gonna make this path go 1 block lower and then have it, or maybe I'll keep it 1 higher as it is now, and then yeah, so we'll have like a space below to actually put down the cocoa beans, and I think that looks pretty cool as well. One more idea which I have is to actually use slabs, or sorry, not slabs, stairs. I could use stairs along the edge of here, and then it would be easy to just go down and place in the cocoa beans at the bottom as well. But the only problem with that is to actually collect them, I'd have to go off the path and down into that little hole then, and no, I think that will make it a little bit harder, so I'll probably go with keeping the path 1 lower, just so I can easily collect up all of the cocoa beans. So that is the plan for now, and I'll be back after I've probably added in a few more of the aesthetics, and most of the project will be done then. So I'm just playing around with the design a little bit here, and I've come up with something which I'm kind of liking. I like this way, this whole path idea, and yeah, I just went back on everything I said in the last cut basically. I was gonna drop it down by 1 block, but now I think I don't actually mind just going like that, um, and picking up the cocoa beans, so it's not really going to be much of a problem, to be honest. So I kept the path up, and that kind of adds a lot to the design. And I've got these dark oak wood stairs on the side, and these are alternating, you know, in a nice little pattern, some spruce wood slabs and some dark oak wood slabs. So I thought that looked pretty cool. But what's most cool is in the center, I kind of just started randomly experimenting. I had some chests on me, and I put them down into the ground, and I put some trapdoors nearby, and look at what happens if you have a trap chest and you have trapdoors next to it. Is that not cool? I really like that. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just like it's shutting straight after you use it. And yeah, I'm pretty much almost done with the basic bits of the aesthetics. So with most of the aesthetics done, I think we've run out of time for this episode, so I think I'll just show you around all of the things which I've added. And you see I've started to actually farm these things, and we've actually got quite a lot. Should probably get rid of this guy first. Ah, get out of here. Right, so yeah, you see I've started farming them, and I kind of got about 2 stacks just from one wall. Actually, maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe 1.5 stacks from one wall, and I think each full cocoa bean drops 3 beans or something like that. So yeah, I got quite a lot from there. So I'm probably going to need all of this storage, which I have in the middle, and I've just layered some chests up. I don't know if I'll need all of that storage, but I'll probably need quite a bit of it, judging by how much is being produced here. There are a lot of mobs nearby. You can see all the zombie flesh that's on the floor. That's from my previous battles, which I've been having recently. But yeah, basically the whole theme over here is mainly made out of wood. Everything is wooden, as you can tell. We've got the roof, and I've kind of left these little bits open to try and make it a little bit more interesting. Make it like, you know, there's some rafters or something at the top. And I kind of like that theme. It reminds me of kind of a jungle theme somehow. And with the wood and everything, I think it works very well. Also, the jungle wood there, I've tried to sneak it in because it obviously doesn't go too well with all of the darker woods. But I think I've managed to kind of fit it in different places, especially in the ceiling over there. And it kind of adds something to the color of the room. And or the corridor, should I say, because that's what it's become. Originally I was kind of planning to have it as an open thing, as a like the platform, like the tree farm over there without a roof and everything, but then it kind of just evolved into this, and now I pretty much quite like it. But the only one problem is outside here. Yeah, we really need to add some kind of decoration and make this thing look better, so I think we'll be doing that in the next episode. But that's it for today. The idea of not actually going into my creative world and designing the whole thing in terms of the aesthetics in that world was a pretty good one, because I really liked letting my creative energies flow and just creating this random stuff, which, like I say, has evolved so much from what it was before. But we have run out of time for this episode, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.